What is up, you guys? This is a super important video, so I'm glad you're watching it. If you're not watching it, then I have no idea how you're hearing me right now. Well, I guess you could be doing something else. But we're running zombies because I have a lot of updates and a lot of information to cover. I want to be able to talk to you guys, and I have to think about it. And with this hand, that is definitely going to be a doable thing. Poor CCO537. Another robot, man. The robots are taking over. Should have brought water in here. So what I want to talk to you guys about mainly is the Patreon account and what the rewards are going to look like. And I really need you guys. I know that some of you guys don't like to YouTube comment, but however on planet Earth you can get in touch with me, I really need you guys to chime in. Let me know if you think that these are going to be good rewards, if you guys think that these are going to be things that you're interested in, and what you think they're worth, monetarily, what you think the price of these should be, because I want to be way off when we launch this thing. I'm going to assign myself because I have open mana and an open turn, and this guy over here is going to be able to start countering stuff. So one of the first things that I thought would be really cool is that you get to be in your own episode. So it'd be me facing you in your very own episode. We'd record it. We'd put it up on the channel. Obviously, I'd be running a deck that I teched out. And, we'd have scheduling things that we would have to do. And there's a lot of stuff that we'd have to figure out as to how we do stuff like that. But that was kind of the first thing that I was thinking about. And thinking about putting into the rewards. See, because if he unsummons it or something, it just keeps dinging him. So that's funny. I'm not going to do Baron just yet. Death Baron is going to wait for just a second. He's probably going to take the 2 here, yeah. Probably going to take the 2, but then he's going to take 2 more from Jury. And we're moving on right there. Yes, please, him. So that's one of the things. Now, I know some of you guys might be a little shy, might not want to be on your own episode, because it is kind of stressful, because, 200, 300, 400 people are going to watch you play against me, so maybe that's not something that you're interested in. So I also have the option to play against me without being recorded. Now, this is weird. I don't know how I feel about that, because I play against you guys right now. If you catch me on Steam or something, if you send me a message, it's very highly likely that I will be able to... My computer straight sounds like it's going to explode right now. That does not sound good. Like, I wonder if the microphone is picking up that rather ridiculous sound. We're going to see what this guy does right here. So I already play against you guys. I don't want to restrict that and, never play against you guys, but that does cheapen that reward, so I'm not exactly sure how I want to do this. And none of these are set in stone. This is not stuff that I will 100% do all the time. So I imagine this is going to get countered, but he can't counter up to 3 mana spells, so he has to use the 2 mana counter in this scenario. The fairy that comes down and counters based on the number of fairies you have can't counter Death Baron anymore, so he has to have the 2 mana spell to do it. And that's where I think I got him when I got that block going on. So that, I think we lucked out. I think we did okay there. The other thing that I kind of want to organize that I think would be one of the higher tiers, because this would have, rewards, prizes, something along those lines, would be a tournament that we would have monthly or bi-monthly or something like that. That tournament would be live streamed, I think. So, there's a lot of work that I would have to do in figuring out what exactly a live stream tournament looks like. I kind of just want to drop Undead Warchief. I mean, this guy obviously doesn't have any mana or anything to speak of, so... I mean, I take him to 10. I don't really need to, considering the amount of damage I'm already doing, so I'm just going to bash. And if he unsummons the 2-2, I'll just play it again. Diminish. 1-1. Whatever, bro. Unsummon the 2-2. You got it, Jack. Because he still would take 1 damage, because it... Wait, it can't lose creature type. That's some crazy bullshit. 1-1 until end of turn. So he did that, but he tapped down all his mana, so I'm going to go ahead and show him my War Chief. And say go. It's a bigger dude, so... It makes my other dude bigger, So that's what we'll do there. That's one of the things I'm really excited about, actually, the tournament. You know, monthly might be too much because it's really hard to organize those. Bi-monthly might be too much. It might be like every 3 months or something like that, and you guys would just rack up as we go through, and we'd set something up tournament-wise. Hopefully, I don't know, I haven't heard anything about this, but I would like to think that what am I going to do with 1 mana, dudes? What the fuck, man? What am I going to do with that 1 mana? Oh, gosh, gee, we better get this mana tapped down. I don't think that was high priority, bud. 8, 9, 10. Yeah, he's got to block because I'm going to lay the Death Baron, and he knows I'm going to lay the Death Baron, and I am going to lay the Death Baron. There's no reason not to. That buffs everybody. I got a 6/4. I've got 10 cracking across. That's lethal. He has to block this. He's going to block the 6, I would think. Interesting. Okay. Misclick, probably. Okay. So that's something I'm really excited about. And this is, now we're getting into some weird stuff I'm not exactly sure because I'm still working through this. You know, I've been up nights thinking about this and trying to get a new computer because as you hear this thing try and take off, it's obviously getting a little weird over here computer-wise. This thing is fantastic for video editing and doing everything like that. A lot of you guys know I run an iMac, but I would really like to get a new computer, and that's something that I can't really finance given my current situation. But that we might be able to do later on. There's no reason for me to be a dick and play anything else. I'm just going to bash. He can block. He doesn't have any spells that he can play, but I can't even him. So we'll just attack with these guys here and do that damage. So, and that's one of the things, like, what the money goes to is something. So I'm going to have to cut out the audio here because I am going to move a bunch of papers around. But that's one of the things is that, you know, the goals and stuff is something else that I've been looking towards, and it's something else I've been thinking about. New computers definitely one of them, but setup and stuff, there's lots of different things that we could get and be able to do. The new computer is going to help us do live streaming and stuff like that, so that'd be really, really great if we could get, yeah, start off just like last time. If we could get something like that going. So I was just looking at another sheet that I have written up for, you know, what I'm going to use the money for. So these are awards that I'm not sure that you guys will want. This is what I've been trying to get to for a while. One of them is, would you like to be able to, like, Skype with me? Or I chat with you guys, and I will not block that off. Like, we would have to have a billion subscribers, and everybody would have to be wanting to talk to me at once for me to cull that to a monetary pool. You know what I mean? Like, if you guys hit me up on Steam, it is just like texting me. My phone goes off. You can ask my friends, though. You can ask Jessica or Andrew or anybody. I'm terrible about texting people back, too. So that's a totally separate issue. But if you hit me up on Steam, my phone lights up. I get that notification, and I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you for however long both of us are able to talk to each other, you know? I do have a lot of weird stuff going on right now, but nothing lately that you can't text somebody through. So I'm not going to put that behind a wall, but as far as like Skype or something like that, oh, I did not expect this deck to be the one I was up against. I have to be mindful of board wipes, but I have Grim Return, so I'm just going to plow, plow, plow. I also have Reanimate, so if I can get some removal, that'd be real good for me. Well, except for shit, you could spend a bunch of life reanimating something out of that deck, couldn't you? So, Skype, like 1 hour a month or a week, something like that. If that's anything anybody would be interested in, that'd be cool, you know? And that could be advice on setting up your own channel, talking about any video game, playing a game, you know, if we screen share and play a game or something like that, we'd have to do like Google Plus or something for that. You know, just like, I love retro, 8-bit games, all sorts of stuff. So, I mean, there's a lot of different things that we could do with that, with, you know, playing different games. Via Skype, just being able to talk to me and hang out for a little while, that would be a little bit more expensive because that, I feel like that would be a lot to do, depending on how popular that was, you know, it's hours of stuff. So weekly probably would never happen, but like a month. But that's a crazy thing, and it feels really pompous to even bring it up, but somebody did say something to me on Steam that might be in the vein of what they were looking for through the Patreon account. So You know, I don't know. I can't imagine anybody wanting to talk to me that much, but I'm definitely open for it. To it, I mean. Two other ones that I was looking at is a pick my deck scenario where you get to pick what deck you play against or what deck I play. That's not really fully fleshed out right now. And then the other thing that I was thinking about doing, I am just unfairly mashing this guy's face at this point. Like, the whole world is about to crash down around him. Really slow start to that, and wasted the tangle way early. Way early wasting that tangle. Considering the amount of guys that I get out, like, crazy to use the tangle right there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Could he have lived through that? See, he would have been able to take that damage. He would have been able to pop this thing over here. I'm pointing to the screen because I'm an idiot with my finger. He would have been able to pop this over here, gain a bunch of life, and then tangle on this turn when I would have swung for lethal and bought himself 2 turns off that. And he would have a ton of life gain that he could have done. Way too early on the tangle there. That's the only thing that I can really fault this guy for. I mean, a lot of it is just me playing zombies, but I'm not even actually looking at the screen. So pick a build that I have to run is another one. You like crazy stuff like elves without elves or whatever, and I have to try and figure out a way to win with it. I think that'd be pretty fun too because we had a lot of fun with rhinos and stuff like that. That's all the rewards I have for right now written up. And again, these are not going to be like astronomically priced. That would be ridiculous. You're doing a lot of stuff instead of just scooping, which is weird because generally I'm okay with that, but this is like you're doing a lot of stuff for someone who has no way to not die right now unless I accidentally hit A right now, which is 2 on this controller. It's not even a PlayStation controller that I'm on anymore. It's like a rip-off PlayStation controller. One of those, actually it's really sweet. It's one of those grip Logitechs. I really like those. I like the matte finish. I like to rub my hands on it. My point, you guys, is that that's what I'm looking at so far. And I intentionally punched the table right there, but I will probably try and edit that out. I think I was talking during it. That's what I'm looking at so far in way of rewards and stuff like that for Patreon backers. And it's something that would really, really help with the channel immensely. Obviously, you know, I think I might do one more video of this where we talk about, you know, the main thing I want to do right now is get a PC built or build it myself, which I could do. A lot of you guys know that I used to do computer repairs, but I've never dealt with anything as high powered as a PC. So I'm not sure, like liquid cooling and all this bullshit that I've never had to deal with before in my entire life. I'm not sure it's something I want to deal with, but the price discrepancies between building one yourself and paying someone to build it is effed up. Like, it is messed up how expensive it actually is. I had a sheet of paper over here that was like prices and stuff, I think, somewhere. Now we're just hanging out now, and I'm just bitching to you guys. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. You're spending like $3,500 for like a $2,000 build. Both of those are out of my price range. That's neither one of those are acceptable to someone who is living off of like ramen and lemon pepper. So whatever, you guys. It's something that, I mean, we're eventually gonna have to do it for this channel though, and especially for Technovolver. Speaking of. Technovolver's my other channel. Go check that out if you haven't. Nobody's watching anymore because I just started rambling on like an idiot. But go check that out if you haven't. I would really, really appreciate that. To that note, I'll also link to Patreon down in the description. Technovolver is going to have its own Patreon account set up because those are completely separate things, and a lot of you guys don't give a shit about Technovolver, which hurts me deeply. My heart cries right now. But it's completely okay, actually. I understand that. But so it's going to be a completely separate account over there working with some other stuff. Also, I've got an unboxing that's going to be going up over there. It's a really cool deck game that I backed on Kickstarter that just arrived at my door the other day. We're going to unbox that over on the Technovolver channel. And since this is Tech Daily Duels, we might be branching out and be playing a little IRL card games because I got a nice little desk that we can do that on. So at the very least, we're going to be unboxing that and checking that out. I'm kind of waiting. I cut my hand, so kind of waiting for that to heal. But anyway, you guys, thanks a lot for watching this. And if you got this far in the video, give yourself a pat on the back. You get a little tech blue ribbon because I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore. I really appreciate it, and I'll see all you guys tomorrow. Thanks again.